Today, we are breaking down narcissistic personality disorder, or NPD, in women. And I'm going to show you how it explains the emotional chaos you have been stuck in.
Welcome to the Narc Free Man Podcast.
Welcome back to the Narc Free Man Podcast, where we expose the truth, reclaim our strength, and help good men like you break free from toxic relationships with female narcissists. So let's get into it. So what is narcissistic personality disorder? NPD isn't just about being arrogant or self-centered. It's a clinical diagnosis. According to the DSM-5, which is the handbook psychologists use, NPD is a personality disorder marked by a grandiose sense of self-importance, a constant need for admiration, a lack of empathy for others, a pattern of exploiting others in relationships. Sound familiar? This isn't just someone who's confident. A person with NPD uses charm, manipulation, guilt, shame, and control to dominate others, especially men in a relationship that these women are with. And the most dangerous part, they often don't even realize they are doing it because in their world, they are always the victim, always the hero, never the problem. Now let's talk about how this shows up in female narcissists, because it's different from what most men expect. A female narcissist doesn't always stomp around yelling or bragging. Many of them are covert, quiet manipulators. Now here's how they operate. Number one, love bombing. In the beginning, she mirrored your soul. She made you feel seen, adored, chosen, but it wasn't real. It was a trap. She was gathering intel on your needs and insecurities. Number two is devaluation. Once she hooked you emotionally, things changed. The compliments stopped. The criticism started. She became moody, cold, distant, and blamed you for everything. You felt confused, asking yourself, what did I do wrong? Number three, control through chaos. She created drama out of nowhere. She picked fights, changed plans, flipped the script, and you tried harder to keep the peace, thinking if you just did everything right, it would go back to the way it was. Now that's how she keeps you in the cycle. Number four is victimhood and smear campaigns. If you tried to stand up for yourself, she cried to friends and family. Suddenly, you are abusive. Next thing you know, she's posting quotes on Facebook about it, or about emotional neglect. And now you are not just confused, you are isolated. Now that's narcissistic abuse. That's NPD, and it's real. Now here's why a female narcissist will never change. Let me say this as clearly as I can. A woman with narcissistic personality disorder will not change. She may cry, she may promise, she may go to therapy for 2 sessions and quote a Bible verse to manipulate you. But true narcissism is a personality disorder.
Hey guys, quick interruption to the show because I want to ask you something. I have hundreds of men that DM me and tell me their situation and want to know if they are with a narcissistic woman. And maybe you have caught yourself thinking, how do I know if she's a narcissist or just has narcissistic traits? Or what if I'm the narcissist? I've spent the last several years hearing questions like this and stories from guys who wake up every morning doubting their own reality because her manipulation is so subtle. And that's why I sat down and wrote How to Spot a Female Narcissist. 9 ways to know for sure if she's a narc and what you can do about it. In it, I break down the exact tactics she uses, like love bombing, gaslighting, silent treatment, triangulation, and share real-life examples plus step-by-step exercises so you can see through her mask the moment it slips. If you are ready to move from confusion to clarity, grab your copy today. Hit the link in the description below or on my TikTok bio. Now back to the show.
That means it's not a phase. It's a deeply rooted way of seeing the world. She doesn't see you as a person. She sees you as a tool to boost her image, a tool to regulate her emotions, a tool to fund her lifestyle, give her children, and feed her ego. You can't fix that. You can't love that out of her. The only way out is out. So here's what you must do to protect yourself. If you are still in the relationship, I get it. Maybe you have kids. Maybe she controls the money. Maybe you are scared of starting over. But here's what you need to do. Number one, accept the diagnosis without her admitting it. You don't need her to say, I'm a narcissist. Look at the pattern, not the potential. If it walks like a duck and destroys your soul like one, it's enough to act on. Number two, stop trying to win her approval. You will never be enough for her because the moment you serve her purpose, she moves the goalposts. So withdraw your need for her praise. Stop feeding the cycle. Number three is to document everything, especially if you have kids with her. I'm talking screenshots, voicemails, emails, texts, because when she flips the narrative and paints you as the narcissist, you'll need receipts. Number four is to build a support team, a tribe, a brotherhood. You cannot fight NPD alone, whether it's getting a therapist who understands narcissistic abuse, a men's support group, or a coach. You need backup. Isolation is her power, and brotherhood is your weapon. You need community. Brother, this is hard, but understanding narcissistic personality disorder is the first step toward freedom. You are not crazy. You are not weak. You are not alone. You were targeted, trapped, and torn apart by a disorder most people don't even understand. But now you see it. Now it's time to rebuild. If this video hit home, make sure you subscribe on YouTube, or if you're listening to this on the audio version on Spotify or iTunes, it would mean a lot if you left a rating and a review on those platforms so they can help this podcast reach more men who need to hear this. And if you need help getting out of your toxic relationship with a narcissistic woman, make sure you're following me on Instagram. I'll link that down below, or on TikTok. And for all my books, courses, and coaching, you can check out my website, philipcdugas.com. So thanks for listening. Stay strong and stay narc free.